Manipulating the appearance of statistical data to stimulate product sales is just as easy as using the tricky wording that goes with it. The scales of the vertical axis can be manipulated to make competitors look like they have a much larger lead than they really do, like in graph 1. The opposite is also true. A bar graph scale can also be made much larger, like in graph 2, to make a losing competitor seem equal to its competition.
Average is a loosely used word. Mean, median, mode, and mid-range are all different types of averages, so anyone can use whichever method suits their goal most, and use the word average. Another method is changing the subject. With changing the subject, you can make something look much larger or smaller depending whether you present it as a percentage or express in numbers. For example, Geico says you can save as much as 15% on your car insurance by switching to their company, but you don't really know how much that 15% is. It could be something as small as 15 cents or $15.
This weight loss ad is a misleading ad due to the asterisk next to each number representing the amount of weight a person lost. The asterisk leads your eyes down to the small text below that says, "Results aren't typical. Nutrisystem recommends a combination of diet and exercise to lose weight." Having these words, "results are not typical," means that these numbers represented could be the highest amount, while the average weight loss could actually be only 5 or 10 pounds.
The statistics in the article are not being used incorrectly, but could use some more clarification. Quote, Kirby who averaged 17.5 points a game, end quote. Well, we don't know how many games he played in last year. Quote, shot 43% from the three-point range, end quote. We still don't know how many shots he took, but from a typical sports fan's perspective, this form of statistics would be acceptable.
When I brush, I like to do a really mediocre job.
I love running my tongue across my teeth and feeling all the stuff I missed.
If I don't see it, it's not there.
Done.
No one really wants plaque left on their teeth, but ordinary manual brushes can leave up to 50% of plaque behind. Oral-B Power Brushes are inspired by the tools professionals use to clean away plaque in ways a manual brush can't, for that dentist smooth clean feeling every day. Fight plaque with real power. Oral-B Power.
Ordinary manual brushes can leave up to 50% of plaque on teeth. Oral-B Power Brushes are inspired by the tools professionals use. These quotes are misleading because it's up to 50% and it could mean less. Since mean, median, mode, and mid-range are considered averages, Oral-B could have picked any one of them that suited them best.
The article about legal cannabis sales misuses the rounding of numbers to make the article appeal to a wider audience. The article includes wording like more than 600 or nearly 40,000. How many more than 600, and how closely to 40,000. The real number could be 876, or any seemingly random number above 600. As for the nearly 40,000, well, the author of this article could have rounded up from 35,000, or any number they saw fit. It's not just numbers misused when it comes to statistics. The words used and how it is presented is another misleading factor.
The graph is drawn at a small scale, so the change from month to month looks more drastic. When you look at the scale, it is a percent, and it goes from the lowest being negative 1.2% up to 0.4%. The article is making it sound like there was a big rise in sales when really it was less than 1%. The article about Oregon Public Schools needs to include some additional information. The article includes quantitative data for all the statistics except for the number of students. It says that 13% of Oregon students are in special ed, but how many kids is that? This article needs further review.